Hey Sprinter, hello. Today we talk branding. We talk branding as if I had zero budget for branding. I have zero budget, I have zero clarity. But Simon, I cannot do branding with zero budget. Yes, you can. I will show you 7 steps that cost zero and you can start this week. But Simon, I don't know enough about the customer yet. Doesn't matter. Start by starting. I will do this video for you so that you lose the fear of not having some information or not having all your ducks in a row, because your ducks will never be in a row. This is an evolving thing. That's why I call it branding. But Simon, I'm just a one-person shop. Yes, I use the definition of Seth Godin. What is a brand? A brand, he says, everybody has a brand. Even if you're just a one-person flower shop, your brand is what people expect from you when you walk into their room. And the brand is what they tell others about what they expect when you walk into a room. So should I have Simon talk in my community? Oh no, don't do that, Simon is a jerk. Then that's my brand. If they say, oh yeah, have Simon talk in our community, he always brings in a ton of applicable knowledge, then that's the brand. So whatever other people say about you, that's your brand. And if you have a brand, why not make it fun? So today we'll talk branding, the process that you can do on your own without spending 40K, without waiting for clarity, because there is no clarity and it's an ongoing process. And in entrepreneurship, we don't wait for clarity. We start by starting and then clarity will emerge. So what are the 7 things that I would do if I would start completely new? And I will also share with you our current branding process. Step 1 is a mood board. Go to Pinterest and just start a board. I think it's called a board. This is where you just click stuff that you like. And so do that for a couple days. I love this exercise and I spend then tens and 20 hours per week then doing that. And everybody goes like, oh, Simon is branding again. It's fun because you just click intuitively things that you like. Now, after a couple days, you will start to see patterns. Oh, it seems I like outdoors rather than indoors. Interesting. Oh, it seems that I like this color more than that color. Interesting. Why is it? So you start learning about your patterns, especially your intuitive patterns, the subconscious, because it's about what you stand for. It's about who you are. Because who you are will show up in the way you enter the room. So you start intuitively, just having a mood board. Everybody clicks what they like. And then you look with an analytical lens on it and say, this is what I'm learning about me. This is what I like, what I tend to. This is what I don't like. And so you start learning about yourself. Next thing is you take some decisions. That's the strategy part. So if you don't know what makes you unique, go and grab the equalizer, do your strategic analysis. Because this is now about when everybody's zigging, you're zagging. Okay? This is important because it's about your uniqueness. You are unique, and now is the time to materialize it. So what's the difference between you and your competitors? What is the one thing that sets you apart? You will take some decisions. For example, our other consultancies, so we are strategy advisors. If you look at other strategy advisors, they all have indoor pictures, a workshop, a boardroom, a headquarter of a company. So when everybody zigs, try to zag. We have taken some decisions that are orthogonal to that. For example, no indoor, only outdoor. So it's not allowed to have indoor pictures. And we have taken also other decisions. But the important thing is that you make it very practical. So that means in your slides, in your spreadsheets, on your t-shirts, wherever you will be, on your postcards, your notepads, there will be no outdoor images. This becomes the branding guideline, and that will set you apart. So whenever I see an image on Instagram or on LinkedIn, I will see, oh, I remember that. So take 1, 2, 3, maybe more decisions, but a couple decisions that really are bold and that are about you, how you are, your being. And then make the story. You remember Joseph Campbell, The Hero's Journey. So take one decision for each main hero journey element, which is, who is the hero? So you will say your ideal client, of course, and you will describe them, because you will be speaking to them with the colors, with the font, with your message. You will always be speaking to them. So in front of you, for example, you will have a very specific person and you will be speaking to them in whatever you create. Then what's their quest? What are they looking for? And what's the enemy, the nemesis? If you have a TV ad, you will see Mastro Lindo, that's this product. It can make your room clean. And then there is an enemy, because what does happen if you don't have Mastro Lindo? What happens? Oh my God, the dirt monster under the carpet will party. And so you see a partying dirt monster. And then comes Mastro Lindo saying, oh, the party is over. I'm here to make everything clean. So this is an example for a nemesis. The nemesis can be external or can be internal. If you remember Joseph Campbell, the internal nemesis, he goes from Odysseus to modern figures. And an internal enemy can be imposter syndrome, can be anxiety. External enemy can be the dirt monster. Go internal, external, explore what's the nemesis. So there's a quest, but there is also something holding the hero back, and that's the nemesis. So decide for one. You will come up with multiple. The decision here is pick one hero, pick one quest, pick one enemy. And that's not easy. That will take you even more days and maybe even weeks, but it's worth it. Then you take a decision. Who is the guide? Well, the guide is you, but who exactly? And then the plan. What's the plan? How do you get them from here to there? And what's the one call to action? This is what will be on the website. And then decide some brand elements, words that you use. For example, hey, what's Bing? Oh, Bing is something that you use to Google stuff. So now Google becomes a verb. So what are brand elements? For example, I say always keep rolling. At the end of every conversation and of every video, I say keep rolling. It comes natural to me. So it became one brand element. And in the beginning, I always say, hey, sprinters. So those are brand elements. And then think of characters that you can introduce. Like if you were creating a series like Jerry Seinfeld, who else can you introduce? The best stories and Netflix stories and series have multiple characters. So which characters can you bring in that will, enrich the story and help you unfold the message? Next decision is colors. Colors are, of course, emotional, and they convey what you want to convey. Think here about risk reduction, about expectation, but also think about what do you want to express. So how many colors do you need? Let's keep it simple. You need 2 main colors and 2 accent colors, and you can go quite far. Then you write down the color code, and you got it. Play around with them. Use them in the places you use them. As soon as it clicks, you have your colors. Next thing, you think of where are you actually using branding. So in our case, it's slides, spreadsheets. That's already 80%, right? Think about where are you actually using them. In Zoom backgrounds, where is it where you actually use the brand? Is it t-shirts? And so we start with the slides. I test some, I do different keynotes, test the slides, and then when I feel well with them, I say, all right, that's the template. And I click the template in our platform. We use Google Slides. So I say, okay, make this a template. And then it becomes a template for everybody. Then you go to logos. This is where you want a professional. You shouldn't create a logo. It will look ugly. So this is where you ask a professional. Now you have taken your decisions about colors, about what you stand for. Now you can say to a professional, please, can you make some logo variations? And when you have the logo, you have it ready here. You need one logo for your firm, and then optional, you don't really need them, but if you want, you can have a logo per product. So we right now have just a logo for the company, and that's fine. Later on, we might do logos for each product. Next place where we actually live and breathe are sheets. We live in Google Sheets. So we go to the Google Sheets and we create a design template for how to create a spreadsheet. If you create a spreadsheet and you are in our team, then there are very, very precise definitions of how you do it. And that comes from the decisions before. Now you might say, oh, Simon, but that's obsessive. Yes, because we care and you should care. So it's not so much about having a fancy agency creating it. It's more about you consistently curating and actually living your own brand consistency, right? So this is really important. Take this very, very seriously. If I see the wrong color, I say this is the wrong color. So it's really important that wherever it is that you apply your craft, that you actually care about the details. This is really, really important, because if you care about the spreadsheet, if you care about the email, if you care about the words that you use, you are caring about the relationship, you are caring about the process, you are caring about the outcomes. And this is actually why we do it, because you are showing that it's not just random. You care about the work that you do, and there is love in that. I can't remember who said it, but he said that work is love made visible. And I love this, and I loved it. And that's also the reason why I love cooking. I'm not a great cook, but I love doing it, because you can express love for the people that you cook for, right? And the same thing is work. Work is, who are the people that you are here to serve? And doing a spreadsheet is serving them, is serving this moment, serving them. And so the level of caring in there makes a difference. And even if they don't notice, just do it. They will notice in a couple of years, believe me. I did this kind of spreadsheets for years, and then I realized that I never heard people are just using the spreadsheets and they're happy about the results. But I heard years later that people said, Simon, the level of care that you put into spreadsheets, I've never experienced that anywhere else. And so I knew backwards, yes, they were noticing. And this is why it matters. Then you can do merch, but you don't actually need. So we have a welcome package. We have some postcards. Yes, you can do that, play around if it's fun. Like, because it's good to keep the relationship with current clients, past clients, potential clients. Send them your book, send them your postcards, send them a t-shirt. If you like that, why not? But it's not super critical. And then maybe one thing that's super critical is the pitch. Have one document that says, okay, this is how we work. This is where we can bring you. For example, we work in cycles of 3 months, and this is exactly what you get. If you can visualize that on one slide, that's awesome. And that's it. You don't need much more than this. This is the branding. If I had zero budget and if I would start today, this is exactly what I would do, everybody. Hope this helps and you don't have any reasons right now to hold back your branding process, and you can start immediately. And if not, let me know what you need and I'm happy to do an additional video. Keep rolling. What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.